Come on, Steve. Come on.
Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, got a radio show. Real glad about it, too. You know, I hope that God always keeps me in the frame of mind to try to be sharing and try to be motivational and uplifting, even when it's not felt or wanted by some people. I have people around me who seem to not benefit at all for anything, and I can sit with them and talk to them or take meetings with them to try to encourage them, and for whatever reason, you know, they want to just keep going the way they're going. When you run into people like that, you have to pray for them. You have to just hope that one day that they release the chains on their mind and open up your mind to a new way of thinking. A couple of things I wanted to go over with you. I want you all today, in terms of motivation, I want you to be aware of statements or old sayings that have been created that you hear over the course of time, and you may be applying them to your life, and I want you to be careful of some of them. Because some of these old sayings, man, are not designed for people who are dreamers, are not designed for people who have any aspirations of being extraordinary. These are not designs or sayings that people who want to be extremely successful at anything or have high aspirations to put these sayings into your life. Let me give you an example. Statistics say. That's it. That's the one I want you to be careful about. Statistics say. Be very careful of stats. When a person says, you know, statistics say 1 out of every what? See, listen to me. These are things that sound like they're good, sound, solid advice, but they're setting you up for failure. And you can't adhere yourself to a lot of these sayings that's been passed down from generations. And it's not scripture. It ain't in the scripture nowhere that statistics say. It's just some people. And a lot of people who have lost have come up with these sayings to justify why they keep losing or why they lost. When I was first got started in the business, there were more stand-ups around now than it is today, because the comedy boom in 84, 85 was it was gaining a lot of momentum. It was comedy clubs, comedy nights everywhere. The statistic that a guy told me, I told him I wanted to be on the Johnny Carson show, the Tonight Show. The guy said 1 out of every 2,000 comedians ever make it to the Tonight Show. Okay. Now, when he told us that, some of the comedians in the room went, well, wow, man, that's rough. Because a guy had also said that there was approximately 6,000 comedians in the country at that time. I don't know if it was true. I'm just telling you, guy was out there spewing numbers. I have no idea how many it was. But he said 1 in every 2,000 will make it to the Tonight Show. And he let the air out of everybody in the room but me. So every night before I went on stage, I used to do this right here. Ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da. That was the Tonight theme song. I was young, opening act, nowhere near Hollywood. I was in Cleveland telling jokes at one-nighters, but that was my thing. Because I was bent and determined that if it's 1 in 2,000, okay, why don't I just be the one? Be careful when people say statistics say, because they are set up for failure if you're going to adhere to them. See, that 1 in so many people win the lottery. But if you don't play the lottery, you ain't going to be the one to hit. Now, when the dude hit, you go, wow, he was lucky. But he played. Here's another one. Maybe it's not meant to be. All right, let's go one step further. I guess it wasn't the Lord's will. Don't you dare blame God for something you may have not done yourself. Because you didn't get the proper education, because you didn't do the things you were supposed to do, because you didn't stay to the task, because you quit, turned around and went the other way. Now, maybe it wasn't the Lord's will. These are all statements that sound like sound advice, but they ain't all the time got nothing to do with you. Stop letting these old fogey sayings get in your way of what can happen in your life. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Why? Who came up with this? Who came up with this? If you don't pour all your efforts into one thing, how are you going to be great at that one thing? If Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird had not played basketball sun up to sundown, Magic Johnson didn't go to Michigan to get an education. Larry Bird ain't go to Indiana to get an education. These cats was balling. Michael Jordan didn't go to North Carolina to get an education. They went to play ball. They went to do one thing. Tiger Woods didn't go to Stanford to get an education. He went to play golf. Soon as he got good enough, he gone. These is guys that put all their eggs in one basket. See, what's cool with putting all your eggs in one basket is you now can maximize your effort and laser beam what you're doing. Your problem is all you got to do is make sure what is your basket made out of. If your basket is made out of faith, hope, hard work, and belief, then guess what? That's a good basket. I'm dumping all mine in it. Because ever since I was a young dude, I've been telling jokes. One thing only. Even when it got ugly and I was living in a car, I never quit telling them jokes, man. I just kept believing that them jokes was going to pay me one day. And I'd be doggone if it didn't. I ain't take no time off, go work at the Walmart, get me a job, go back to Ford and beg for my job back. Hey, man, put all your eggs in a basket. Just make sure that your basket is made up of faith, hope, belief, hard work. Your basket woven by God, what you tripping for? You defeating yourself. Where is your faith? Where is your belief? Where is your trust? At one point in time, you got to believe that God can do what he say he gonna do, because he done it for others. He'll most certainly do it for you. Be careful of these sayings that's out here, that's aligned by losers and people to justify why they are not succeeding. Don't apply this stuff to your life and it ain't got nothing to do with you. You're gonna mess yourself up. All right? Okay.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's Tanya Sam, host of the Money Moves podcast powered by Greenwood, financial literacy podcast, where we get straight to the steps to financial stability, wealth, and abundance. And we are back for season 2 with guests like Will Packer, Rich Fresh, Annie Gonzalez, and so many more entrepreneurs and experts sharing how they are making their money move.
You know, if I look back, I mean, to be in that role at 25,
right?
Was I talented? Was I skilled? Was I capable? Absolutely. Did I have all the tools? Absolutely not.
Tune in for new episodes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to start getting your money moving.
Before I could ever walk into a room and say, give me, tens of millions of dollars to produce a girls trip, I needed to show that I could take a much smaller amount of money and be successful with that. I could raise a little bit of money and produce a little movie and then turn that little movie into a success.
Listen to season 2 of Money Moves powered by Greenwood on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have it. Your undivided attention. I know I say it every day, but man, it just bears repeating, you all. I don't really want you to overlook a very, very basic and simple fact that today was given to us. This is something we've never had before. We've never had this day. We've never had this moment. We've been given this incredible gift of life again. I know it comes with a lot of struggles. I know it comes with some situations that you got to grapple with. That's called life. The sun ain't gonna shine all the time, because if it did, you wouldn't appreciate it. You have the night so you can appreciate the day. You had the clouds so you can enjoy the sun. You had the flowers, but you're gonna have to have this rain now. You understand? So, however it is, I'm just grateful that I'm here for it. I want you to join in with me and be grateful too, y'all. Be grateful that God gave us this wonderful day today. I love it, man. Thank you, Lord. I appreciate you, man. Hope you give me a whole lot more. I love to live for 104 years, but if you call me home early, just hope I'm ready to go. I'm not, but I just want to throw that out there. I'm not right now.
You ain't rushing it, huh?
Surely.
I'm walking too
really?
good. Huh?
Nah, just need a couple more forgivenesses to make sure. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., government name Kill Spates, and the legend of Nephew Tommy. Ladies and gentlemen, and moi, say moi, say moi. That, for y'all that don't know French, that means it's me. Yeah. Junior, what's on your mind today, man?
You know what, man? These house projects, man. You know, this is the part that, man, I had to get the deck sealed up. And,
yeah. Wasn't ready for that?
No, I feel what else is coming down the line.
Well, let me ask something, Junior. Had you ever said that before?
I ain't never said I had to get a deck sealed. I ain't even know decks got sealed. I had no idea. I thought it was just wood outside. Yeah, I thought that all you had to do was just go sit on it. Now you got to
see, Junior, see how your life can change?
Yeah.
Now you got a deck. You used to have a little ass balcony. Now,
yeah.
That was their balcony.
Yeah.
This is your deck.
Yeah.
Ain't God good?
Yeah, he is good, huh?
Yeah, but see, to whom much is given, much is required.
Absolutely. Now, how you do this garage? You got to put something down for the garage, too?
You need to do that yourself.
Well, see, you got to stop paying for everything. Right. You got to go to DIY, whatever they call it. Do it yourself. I ain't done it in a while, but I used to. You got to learn how. You need to stain your garage floor. You need to figure out what your garage going to be first. Is it going to keep tools and garden equipment in it? Then you got to watch where you park your car.
Just cars.
Yeah. And don't be hanging bikes in it, because you ever had a bike fall on your car, you ain't going to want that bike no damn more. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. All that bike hanging.
Yeah.
Get a damn kickstand.
I'm gonna figure it out.
All right, guys. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, nephew, it is time to start the morning off with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us?
It's time for some corporal punishment, Shirley. Let's get back to whooping, and it's time. We done got way away from that. It's time to get back to whooping that behind. Cat dog, if you would, corporal punishment.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, I'm trying to reach a Mr. Cotton.
This Mr. Cotton?
My name is Mr. Lanson. I'm actually the new principal here at middle school.
And what's the name again?
Mr. Lanson.
Mr. Lanson, okay.
Your son, he attends middle school here, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Listen, I'm the new principal here. We've just replaced the last principal, and I'm actually calling around. What I've done is before I got here, I asked for a list of students that were, I'm not going to say problem kids, but, that kind of get themselves in a little trouble here and there, and your son's name happens to be on the list.
Name is on that list?
Yes, I got about 35 kids that are actually on this list, and your son is actually on the list, and you are Mr. Cotton, correct?
I am Mr. Cotton. I mean, are you sure you speaking about my son though?
Yeah. I mean, there's only one on the list, sir. And it's what's been given to me, and what I'm doing is calling around to all of the parents of the kids that are on this list and letting you guys know that I'm going to be keeping a close eye on them, as well as letting you know that I'm going to be reinstating corporal punishment here in the school. So
corporal punishment? What's that?
That's actually where if your son gets sent to the office, which is my office, then there will be paddling going on, in opposed to I don't believe in detention. I don't believe in suspension. I believe in if we spank these kids, we can get them back in order. So
you gonna spank him,
sir? Here's my thing. I really truly believe that if we get back to you know, and I don't mean what I'm about to say to be harsh, but if we getting back to beating, we'll get these kids back in order.
I mean, but I know he had trouble in English, but I don't think that calls for a beating, for a low grade.
No. This has nothing to do with grades, sir. This has to do with punishment. And what I'm understanding is if your son is on my list, and if your son comes down to my office, I'm going to take care of it right then and there.
Tell you what, if my son come to your office, you're going to be on my damn list.
Well, sir, I'm trying to get these kids back in order. That's the reason why I've been brought in and I've replaced the last principal. You understand? So what I need from you is to get a great understanding that if your child comes to my office, corporal punishment will be what he's going to deal with.
I tell you what, let my son come home and tell me he got some damn corporal punishment, and the next morning, me and you going to do some corporal punishment.
Sir, do you want your child in order, or do you want to be bailing his butt out of jail at the age of 18?
They're going to be bailing me out of jail if you put your damn hands on my son.
Okay, are you taking care of your son punishment-wise at home?
You need to. My son don't get in no damn trouble. My son got a low grade in English.
Here's the problem. Parents not believing that their children get in any trouble. That's the first problem.
Well, then, I got email, I got phone call. So the first phone call I get is going straight to whooping. It ain't no letter sent home, ain't no email sent home saying there is a problem.
I don't, sir, I'll you know, I'm going to calm down here. I'm going to tell you once again, I am not going to have send your son to detention. I'm not going to call you. I'm going to take care of my job. My job is to make sure.
I'm going to take care of mine. When you take care of yours, I'm going to take care of mine. And that's protect my son. And you put your hands on him and we got a problem.
No, we're going to have a problem because I'm telling you right now, I'm calling you and giving you the warning. Your son will be dealt with.
And you going to be dealt with.
Will be dealt with on a regular basis if need be.
You going to get dealt with on a regular basis. You going to get tired of seeing me.
Sir, do I need to actually have corporal punishment with you?
I tell you what, when you bring that corporal punishment to me, you better have the police there, because they going to need corporal punishment. They going to need whatever else. They going to need the SWAT team when I get down and you put your hands on my son. I know that.
You know what, sir? Maybe the whooping needs to start with you. It has to.
Matter of fact, what time do you go to lunch? We can do this in front of the cafeteria and let all the kids see the damn principal get his damn corporal punishment.
Sir, I don't fear you, first of all.
I don't want you to fear me, because I want you to stand there and take your whipping like a man. I don't want to chase you around like no little around the school.
Sir, the bottom line is corporal punishment is being instated. Your son is going to abide by it. You're going to have to accept it, or maybe you need to.
I tell you what, you said you got 35 names on your list. It better be 34, because Cotton name better not be on no corporal punishment list. I know that.
Sir, listen. He's not on a corporal punishment list. He's on a list of kids that act up from time to time.
My damn son don't act up. My son is a model student. He got a little trouble with English, you know, because his mama a little slow, but I did that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to the child right now.
You talking to a grown man, and if you put your hands on my son, you going to see that I'm a grown man when I come down there.
Okay.
I only want to put my hands on my damn son.
Then I guess it's going to be a lot of kicking, sir.
There's going to be some kicking. And you line them up. Assistant principal, I'll kick the cafeteria lady so I come down there if she got something to say.
You're going to watch your tone, you understand me? And you're going to take what I'm telling you.
I'm a grown man. Who are you yelling at?
I don't care what you're saying. Everybody's going to abide. I put chains on the door. I make sure.
You Joe Clark putting chains on the door? I thought your name was Lansom. You Joe Clark.
I'm Mr. Lanson, and these kids are going to abide by what I want, and so are the parents. And damn it, you, Mr. Cotton, you're going to have to toughen up and let me do my damn job.
I tell you what, then you go on do what you got to do today. But when I get down there, you better have the police when I get there.
I tell you who else I'm going to have here.
If you tell me who the you gonna have down there then?
I'm gonna have Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, because that's who I am. Your coworker Sylvia got me to prank phone call you.
What? Every time I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna prank call you. Next time I catch you. Sylvia, that's why you ain't get laid on there down at the job around. Don't play about my damn kids, man. Don't be putting your damn hands on my boy. Boy, Tommy. Boy, I was on my way. I was looking for my damn keys when we were talking. I was going to whip your this morning.
Hey, listen, I got one more thing to ask you, Mr. Cotton.
What's that, man?
What's the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, that Steve Harvey Morning Show. I love y'all, man.
All right. Thank you, Tommy. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Alicia Keys' 8-year-old son stood guard on stage so concert goers wouldn't throw objects at her. Erykah Badu suggests that Beyonce copied her style during the Renaissance tour. And in trending news, Ms. Henrietta Lacks' family finally settles their lawsuit. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour, but right now it is time to Ask the CLO with our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey. Kylene in Southfield says, my husband took me to his favorite cigar bar and the waitress came to get our drink order. I ordered my usual vodka soda. The waitress winked at my husband and said, I already know what you want. My husband was grinning from ear to ear. He thinks I'm stupid. Am I crazy or is this wild to you?
No, that ain't wild. He go to his favorite cigar bar. She say, I already know what you drink. Because the man ordered the drink all the time in there.
It's okay to wink, sure. It's all right.
Now what? Ain't nobody calling you stupid.
Well,
you know.
That's what she got out of that.
Well, she did it in front of you. You know, that's how she make her money. She flirts for tips.
Exactly.
You know, she nice and friendly. What you mad at your husband for? That's what your husband took you to his favorite cigar bar. You go. He took you there. Ain't nothing happening.
I don't know why he took her down there, though.
I swear to God.
I don't know why.
Man, see right there? Man, stay your ass away from all this here, man. You know, this is my world.
What is going on when I'm not there?
Look, you know, man, there always should be something that a man has that's his and a woman has that's hers.
Absolutely.
Stay out of hers and she stay out of yours. It don't mean that the person is cheating.
No.
Man, you just got to have some me time. He been going to the cigar lounge and he carry your ass down there. Soon as he carry you down there, she order, your wife, you order your drink and she say, I know what you drink. And then wink. Like I got you. That's all it is.
Right.
Yeah. She flirt with everybody like that. Did you watch her when she went around everybody else? No. Ain't nobody calling you stupid.
She gonna flirt with you if you come back.
Yeah.
I know what you want.
I know what you want. And wink at you.
Right.
Messed up the whole
Right. Am I stupid? No, what? What's stupid? You making something out of nothing that ain't even there.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Moving on to Cheyenne in Arlington. Cheyenne says, I was set up on a blind date, but I actually knew the guy and had a one-night stand with him years ago. He didn't remember me, so I didn't bring it up until our third date. He was turned off when I told him it was a one-night stand. He said he didn't remember me, and he ghosted me. What did I do wrong?
What you tell him for? I told y'all. Truth.
Here we go, every day.
I done told
Full
y'all about this
disclosure.
damn truth. Now, shut up your mouth. Telling everything. I have told transparency. What's the matter? The truth ain't always the best part. Now, first of all, he was feeling you because you on the third date.
Third date, yeah.
See, he wasn't feeling you before because it was a one-night stand. You ain't heard from the man. Mm-hmm. Now, for some reason, something about the two of you are different. Maybe there ain't no alcohol involved. And now he feeling you. But now you tell him you was a one-night stand. Now he going, oh, that's what you do. Mm-hmm. Damn, I didn't know that was you. Because you seem so different. You should have just left it there. Why y'all always got to tell the damn truth? Y'all so stupid.
Some things you need to take to the grave, yeah.
Just stupid. Shut your damn mouth. If he don't bring it up, why would you bring it up? Obviously, it wasn't a good experience. You never heard from the man again. You on your third date.
Her ego
he don't remember.
Because he didn't remember her.
Stupid.
All right, moving on to Sophia in Fort Walton
I'm
Beach.
Just mad. I don't even want to
Your arms folded, all of that.
Y'all make me sick with this truth. I told y'all. All right, go ahead.
Sophia in Fort Walton Beach says, I'm married to the president of the men's club at our church. And since he got his title, He's been asking me to dress like the first lady of our church. I don't do pantyhose and hats. It's too hot for all of that. Should I try to respect his wishes?
Ain't nobody putting all that on, dog.
At all.
That's too much.
Yeah. Too
I
hot.
didn't even know they still sold pantyhose.
They do.
Be real with you. If you want to rock some fishnets or some window panes or something like that, all right.
Window pane.
Or you can go some, get you some Waterford. I think it's called Waterford. They had them cold designs on them stockings going up the back. Woodford, yeah, that's nice right there. A little section like that line that go up the back. Oh boy, a woman wear them stockings with that seam in the back.
Yeah.
Ooh. Saw a girl one time with a leaf vine running up the back of her leg. Ooh.
What happened?
See now, and let me tell you something. She wasn't really all that. But it did make you wonder where that vine was going, though. Yeah. He ain't dressing like
the men's club.
Well, not somewhat, man. All that pretense stuff. That's the problem with church now. Everybody want to fake the funk. Mm-hmm. Just be who you are. God ain't asked you to wear no pantyhose and big hat.
He ain't even concerned about it.
I love
pantyhose and big hats is not in the Bible.
All right, so she should just keep doing her thing because her question is, should she respect his wishes?
Well, just go on, if you want to wear certain things at church, you can. The stuff you don't want to wear, you don't have to. Mm. I don't know. Okay. What is he doing different? He done got this little tight. He's president of men's club. What did men's club do at the church?
He got so many buttons on his suit.
Ooh, that's a dry ass title there.
Yeah. What they do?
President of the men's club.
President of the men's club that don't do nothing. Man, we don't go out. We don't go to cigar lounge. We ain't got no drink night. We don't watch the game and cuss. What is we the president of the men's club for? Man, y'all ain't sending out no videos. Y'all ain't sending out no funny Instagram clips, Boy, you see this one right here? Ain't none of that happening at the church men's club. That's kind of like Father's Day.
It's up there with that?
Man, right up, the president of men's club at the church. Yeah. You see, if you're the president of the car club, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You the president of the motorcycle club, yeah. You the captain of the football team, yeah.
Yeah.
You the captain of the softball team, yeah. The president of men's club at the church. What?
Nothing.
What do that do? What? Well, we're gonna this evening we're going to
receive another scripture.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna have Brother Bernard is gonna read 23rd Psalms. We read that last week, dog. Man, got it. I walk. Got it.
Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's Tanya Sam, host of the Money Moves podcast powered by Greenwood, financial literacy podcast where we get straight to the steps to financial stability, wealth, and abundance. And we are back for season 2 with guests like Will Packer, Rich Fresh, Annie Gonzalez, and so many more entrepreneurs and experts sharing how they are making their money move.
If I look back, to be in that role at 25,
right?
Was I talented? Was I skilled? Was I capable? Absolutely. Did I have all the tools? Absolutely not.
Tune in for new episodes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to start getting your money moving.
Before I could ever walk into a room and say, give me, tens of millions of dollars to produce a girls trip, I needed to show that I could take a much smaller amount of money and be successful with that. I could raise a little bit of money and produce a little movie and then turn that little movie into a success.
Listen to season 2 of Money Moves powered by Greenwood on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
From iHeart Podcasts.
What in the hell is going on in here?
Everyone has their limits.
I'd never confronted a situation like this. I just thought it was just a really terrible, immoral thing.
A line they won't cross.
I was stunned, and I just said, no.
We're killing people.
You may never have to face that decision. When you find yourself at that line,
thoughts racing, hearts racing,
and somebody needs to just, for once, give everybody the whole truth.
I'm like, this is evil.
And the only person who can sound the alarm is you.
I wasn't just going to sit silently by.
From iHeart Podcasts, these are the whistleblowers.
If you are disloyal,
bad things are going to happen.
If you speak out,
a disgrace to our country.
You will pay.
He should be prosecuted.
When power corrupts, conscience is the last line of defense. I'm Miles Taylor. Listen to the Whistleblowers on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Alicia Keys' son proved to be a fierce protector of his mom. Amid the rash of concert goers throwing objects at performers while they're on stage during the Seattle stop of her Keys to the Summer tour, Alicia and Swiss Beats' youngest son, Genesis Ali Dean, provided a form of extra security detail. He heard how people have been acting, at these shows lately. His father, Swiss Beats, said in a series of Instagram photos of the youngster standing guard by his mother's side during the show. He said, my boy is serious in real life. He said, my boy said, I'm not playing no games on mom's stage. He a real serious one. Thank you, Jen. We love you and your protection. He didn't care. She was live on stage. So there you go. I love it.
No. Throw a drink on my mom.
Mm-hmm. Right.
See what's
See how it goes.
Now, I'm watching, y'all. I know all these songs. I ain't even listening. I'm watching.
He was standing right by that piano, too. Looking right at the song. I said, I love it.
Yeah. All right, switching gears in other news, Miss Henrietta Lacks, a black woman who's given more to medicine than you probably ever realized. Her cells were the first to ever be reproduced in a laboratory, which gave scientists the ability to research and develop vaccines for polio, herpes, leukemia, AIDS, the coronavirus, Parkinson's, the flu, and more. Her cells have been cited in over 11,000 scientific papers and are referred to as an, quote, unparalleled medical legacy. But that legacy happened without anyone's consent. Miss Henrietta, as I mentioned, is a black woman, had her cells taken without her knowledge back in 1951 when she was only 31 years old and dying of cancer. Tuesday, on what would have been her 103rd birthday, Henrietta Lacks' family finally settled their case with Thermo Fisher Scientific. They say the biotech company sold and profited off her cells without ever asking for their consent. The terms of the settlement are confidential, but both parties released a statement saying they were, quote, pleased that they were able to resolve the matter. I don't know if you recall, but Oprah played her in a movie not too long ago. But yeah, that was her story.
We don't know how much they got.
No, they didn't say. They didn't disclose that.
No. But can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
That is horrible. That is horrible that they did that.
Well, they did it to the Tuskegee.
Yes, absolutely. You're right,
with
Steve.
that syphilis study.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
A lot of things without consent.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. These damn taxes. Because anybody asked me nothing.
Okay.
Finally, in entertainment news, Erykah Badu has suggested that Beyonce copied her style as one of her Renaissance tour costumes. Erykah posted a picture of Beyonce rocking a hat with the caption, I guess I'm everyone's stylist. Favorite chrome mirror hat.
Okay, Erykah.
I love it, Erykah.
I love it.
According to Baller Alert, Queen Bee paid homage to Erykah on the remix of her song Break My Soul, where Beyonce gave a shout out to Lauryn Hill, Roberta Flack, and Erykah Badu. Someone posted a comment to Erykah saying Abe Lincoln rocked it first. Erykah posted laugh emojis. So, Steve, we all call you Blue Cheese because what?
Because I be dressing.
That's right. Anyone tried to copy your style or steal your look or anything?
It was all back in the day. If you look at the NBA draft, and Michael Jordan and Magic Nim and Jalen Rose and all them cats, they'll tell you. They used to sit up and watch the Apollo to see what I was wearing. That's when I was wearing them Barbara Bates suits. Mm-hmm. And the NBA copied that whole look.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah, ain't no doubt about it.
I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. And how'd you feel about that? How you feel?
I was dope. I mean, what was it?
Yeah.
I wasn't. You know, I wasn't who I am today, and even if I was, what? I mean, everybody wore them big pants, long coats. Look at at Michael Jordan through all of the Last Dance stuff after the show was over. Long ties and long jackets. Man, I remember Michael came to see me at the State Theater in Chicago, sat on the front row, and it came up and said, man, that's a bad jacket, man. I'm going to get that. And he goes, well, you got the money. You can get all this here. This cost me damn near a third of my salary. I bet your ass can get it. Yeah. So, yeah, you know, it was always that. And I saw that happening. You know, me and Said wore the splits in the back of the jacket. We introduced that to those vents in the back of the jacket. This is a sad thing when I see it now. People be coming on Family Feud. Steve, I got your suit on, man. Stop saying that, dog. I don't make them suits no more. Yeah. Y'all need to come on down out them pants, man, and get them square-toed gaiters off and stuff like that. But, you know, it happens, man.
Yeah. You looking
right,
good on Family Feud, though. You looking good. I watched it the other night. You are so fly, Steve. Blue cheese. You had on this. You had this mint green type.
Oh, I saw that.
Velvet type blazer on. Do you remember that episode? Did you see
What is it, velvet?
What is that, crushed velvet? What is he rocking?
I call it the interior of a jewelry box.
Oh, okay.
Open it up if you want to. Surprise!
Yes.
That's funny. Yeah, keep up the good work. And I never got I never thought that Erica would say that about Beyonce. Kind of funny.
Well,
I guess I'm everybody's stylist.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a slam or nothing like that.
No, it wasn't.
Cute shade. If it was, it was cute.
It was fun. Fun. All right. Well, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, former President Trump has been indicted by a grand jury for a third time.
What that
means? Racking them up.
We'll talk about it right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Well, according to ABC News, former President Donald Trump undertook a criminal scheme to overturn the results of the 2020 election. This is the third indictment faced by the former president. Prosecutors say the alleged scheme, which they say involves 6 unnamed co-conspirators, including enlisting a slate of so-called fake electors targeting several states, using the Justice Department to conduct sham election crime investigations, enlisting the vice president to, quote, alter the election results, and doubling down on false claims as the January 6th riot ensued, all in an effort to subvert democracy and stay in power. We all know about Trump's indictment last month in the special counsel's probe into handling of classified materials after leaving office, and his indictment back in April on New York State charges of falsifying business records in connection with a hush money payment made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Trump is scheduled to appear in a federal courthouse this afternoon.
Oh, man.
Again?
This one on the state level in Georgia has real complications for him because there is a recording of him asking the lead vote official to find 1,100 votes.
Yeah.
He's recorded saying that. That's a problem. It would be a major problem for anybody else. Why they have a fear of this man is beyond me. And this party, man, now is starting to splinter.
Okay.
Because there are some people who are willing to run for president in opposition of him, including Pence.
Yeah, Ron DeSantis,
so,
Tim Scott.
It's starting to splinter, but somebody has to come out and say in the Republican Party, we've got to be able to do better than this.
Yeah, no president in the history has ever been indicted. This one is 3 times.
3 times.
And this is your man? This is your candidate, possibly?
This the best
How do you
thing
ignore
you
this?
can offer to America. And his ignorant Trump supporters.
They denied the truth. They're in denial.
Well, that's what the whole critical race theory is about. They want to deny the truth. They want to deny history.
Right, exactly.
So you want to remove that so those types of people can not feel guilty or bad about what was done. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. And we cannot let this happen.
He go to jail.
He's supposed to go to jail.
Yeah.
Imagine if Barack Obama had been indicted 3 times. What are we talking about here? Anybody else? Tim Scott. The little black dude that think he finna be elected by the white folks.
That's a little black dude.
Come on, man. Tim. I actually like Tim, but he got to cut this out, though, dog. You get your ass on over here with Ben Carson and that ain't how they do. Dog.
All right, well, coming up in 34 minutes. Coming up in 34 minutes after the hour. We'll talk about getting healthy right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. So have you guys seen the latest cover of Men's Health magazine with Method Man, Busta Rhymes, and 50 Cent? The magazine is honoring the 50th anniversary of hip hop by talking about strength, survival, and grit. So Steve, Method Man is tall like you. He's about 6'3". He's 51 years old, and he's into weightlifting like you. Here's a question for you. Why is cold plunging now a part of your workout? Because you do it every day now. You've been doing it for quite a while.
Yeah, I've passed the 100 mark.
That is
100
quite commendable, sir.
So you've done it 100 times, 100 times.
Yeah, there's nothing to do with weightlifting, though. I can tell you that right now. And I don't lift like Method Man do. I got jobs. I have a lot of jobs.
But you still lift, yeah.
I mean, I lift because as you get older, you have to lift because lifting is important. It just keeps you younger.
Strength.
You know, like I'm going to go lift today after the show. I just got to lift. You got to do that. But cold plunging for me does several things. First of all, it's invigorating. It heightens my alertness and clarity because anytime you put your body under that type of I don't want to say the wrong word, but anytime you put your body under that type of attack and put it in a situation where your body starts to have to save its life, it releases a thing called protein synthesis, where everything in your body, your liver dumps out all of this, secretes these chemicals to help save your life. You know, everything rushes to the core to start producing heat to save your life. And that is quite an invigorating thing. And in order to save your life, it has to produce heat. To produce heat, your body has to burn brown fat to produce heat. So it has helped me in the fat department I've lost 16 pounds of fat off my body.
Cold plunging.
The cold plunging alone.
I think I can do it.
Now, of course, I eat
1
right.
minute.
How long you think you can do, Tommy?
1 minute. That's about it. I don't know. A 6. I don't see 6 at all.
I do 6 minutes. I do 6 minutes.
And why 6 minutes?
Because that's what the doctor told me to do.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. I was like, is this just some random number or, okay, got it.
I mean, at one point in time, you can't stay in 50-degree water. Your body won't survive that after a while. And after a while, there's no science that says longer is better.
Okay.
So, along with that, and I think the other thing is just my Elevate You product, to be honest with you, man. I think using that every day has been probably the biggest benefit to me because it's given me the energy to do all these things. And, just in case you were wondering about it, the stick packs for Elevate You and the gummies are now in Walmart. I mean, they in there, dog. You ain't even got to. Now, it ain't no. Now, if you don't see them in your Walmart, because they in the Walmart down here by my ranch. Yeah. And I know good and hell well if it's down here, it got to be the one you end up in Atlanta, Chicago.
By the crib.
I know. Yeah. I can count them down here. So, but the Walmart carries the stick packs. And you can get the green flavors in the stick packs where you can travel with it. It's easy, no more scooping. Take it on the go. And they got the gummies for increase your immune system. The metabolism is really going well in the digestive health. And they're in Walmarts now. So between those 3 things that I incorporate, I do some other things too. Like I do pay attention very closely to what I eat. But that's been the success of it, man. Just a huge part of the success.
Okay.
That's big. That's big.
Yeah. I also wanted to ask Tommy and Junior about their workout routine.
Yeah, because Tommy's a runner.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Junior, you've slimmed down quite a bit.
Yeah, you want to know what my workout is?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yeah, whatever my wife tell me to do. Yeah, that's my workout.
She tells you to
do. Take that trash out, mop this floor, vacuum. Did you call them people down there? Who coming over? Yeah, that's my workout. Make that bed up. Listen, pull something out for me to cook. I got a bunch of workout. Yeah.
You lose weight by taking meat out the freezer.
Yeah, whatever she tell me to do, what I do, Carla. Yeah, got to go to no gym. Just wait for her phone call.
All right. Coming up next, the nephew and today's prank phone call. Right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, I like taffy, but he doesn't. We'll get into that, find out what that's all about in just a few, because right now it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
I got a prank, but let me ask y'all. I mean, it just crossed my mind. I'll be doing these cold plunges. Do you think you could do a sex cold plunge? Is that possible to
what?
Oh, it's possible, very possible, but you won't be performing well.
Matter of fact, I can promise you won't be able to do that. I give you my word on that right there.
Ain't no way you can do a nice sex cold plunge.
Dog, I can give you my word on that. She might be able to, but you damn sure ain't.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, man, I'm just going to say he. I'm going to refer to him as he.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He runs for cover.
During the plunge.
Let me just tell you, brother, listen. I think he's a coward, if you ask me. He's a coward because he retreats.
Yeah, people just don't.
That's the best way I'm going to put it to you. Boy, he retreats. Yeah, no way. Bruh, it's no way in that water
you could possibly.
You can get him to
perform. Okay.
Boy.
Okay.
Boy.
All right. Just thought I'd ask. All right. Let me get on over here. The stupid.
Something you know about. Something you know about.
Something I know about. Exactly.
Yes.
There we go. This right here is Neighborhood Watch. Neighborhood Watch. Sounds pretty simple, but let's take a listen. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello? I'm trying to reach Johnny.
Yeah, this is Johnny.
Okay, you the one that be doing the neighborhood watch? You be walking your dog doing the neighborhood watch? Is that you?
Who's this?
Is this Johnny?
Who is this, man?
This is PJ. Answer my question. Are you Johnny?
Slow your roll. I'm Johnny, and I do the neighborhood watch. Who is the damn PJ?
I'm PJ.
Baby, hold on, man. Don't call my phone, yell at me, charging me up.
Hey, man, I live 2 streets over from you, okay? And you supposed to be the neighborhood watchman, but that ain't what you doing. Now, I done caught you looking in the window at my wife. When I came outside, you was halfway down the street, you and your damn dog. Okay? So, you ain't watching the neighborhood. You looking trying to see some in the window. That's what you doing.
Picking some man, please, I don't look, man, I do my job, man. I do my job. I do the neighborhood watch. I make sure people ain't breaking nobody's houses. I got a wife. What the hell I want to look at somebody else's wife? I got a piece of at home. I don't want to look at nobody else's.
Then you need to stay out from looking through people's window, man. You're supposed to be watching the neighborhood, not watching my wife.
Where you say you live again? Because
I live 2 streets. You know what? I tell you what, though. Mr. Johnny.
A damn peeper Tom. I'm gonna show you what a damn peeper Tom is.
No, I'm gonna show you what. No, I'm gonna start looking through your window, looking at your wife. See, one peep deserves another peep, Mr. Johnny.
But bring your over here. I want you to look in my damn window. Man, this. Who the hell is this? I ain't got time for this, man. I got a job. I got a mortgage. I got kids. I ain't got time for this, man. Go look at a job, man. Go find a job.
I got a job. But when I'm at work,
you got a job. Yeah, you got a job crying like a damn talking about somebody looking at your wife. Ain't nobody looking at your damn wife, man.
I got a job, but when I'm at my job, I'm wondering if your is back at the house looking through the window at my wife.
Please come to my damn house. Please.
I'm coming later tonight to look through the window and fine.
Man, what the hell are you talking about? Calling me, talking about people at your damn wife. Ain't nobody.
Because that's what your been doing, man.
Got no wife. You probably ain't got no wife. You probably married to a damn midget or something. Man, what the you talking about, man? Talking about not peeping at your wife. You
I got a wife, and you was the one that been peeping through the window. You call yourself watching the neighborhood, but that ain't what you doing.
All I gotta say, come over here now. Since you around the neighborhood, you 3 streets, whatever, how many streets, whatever you are from me, come right now. I stand outside with my dog, waiting on your. I want you to come by.
I'm coming later tonight when she get out that shower, the same way you was looking through my window.
Please, just come by. Don't wait. Just come by now, please.
Okay, I tell you what. I'll come by right now, but I'm bringing somebody with me.
You ain't what? Brother, I'm getting ready to slow down so I can get ready and handle my business, man. I'm getting ready to go to work again today, man. What the hell you talking about, bro? I got 2 damn jobs. I got jobs to work during the day and at night. And in between, I do the neighborhood watch. I'm doing your service. I'm helping your lazy out. While you sit here watching people looking to see if they looking at your damn wife, why don't you get you a second job or something, man? Why don't you Google? Why don't you look at Monster.com or something? What the hell is wrong with you calling me, talking about I'm peeping at your damn wife? Man, don't you ever call me with no man, who the hell is this anyway?
Do you want to know who it is?
Yeah, who the hell is this? Because I got something for you. Who is this?
I'm going to tell you who it is. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your wife, Trisha.
I'm going to kick Trisha. That ain't right, baby. That ain't right, baby.
Johnny.
Baby, that ain't right. Oh, man, you got me, man, because I said ain't nobody gonna get me on no prank, man, because I don't fall for that, man. I ain't got time for that, man.
Hey, man, your wife told me you do the neighborhood watch. Oh, man, she said you do the neighborhood, you walk, you know, because what you got, a Rottweiler?
Yeah, that's why I use, man, because I want to be safe, man, just in case something happens. I just stick my Rockwell on that. Man, you got me bad, Tommy. Nephew, you got me bad, man.
You good?
I'm good, man. I'm going to get her, though. I'm going to get her.
All right. Let me ask you this, though. What is the baddest, and I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, the Steve Harvey Show. Damn, man.
And there you have it. Right there. Right there. There you have it.
Play too much.
Okay. That's something you know about.
Do I know about stupid?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now listen, check this out. They're calling this the Wild and Funny Summer Finale. The Wild and Funny Summer Finale, the Comedy Jam. That's what they're calling it. The Wild and Funny Summer Finale. All right. That would be at the Sanger Theater in New Orleans, Louisiana. Hosted by yours truly. Huh?
I said, yes, sir. The Sanger.
Yeah. You got Kia Junior Boy Spades.
Yay,
you got Dominique.
Yeah.
You got Dominique in the building. That's a bad girl right there. Tony Roberts, boy. Ignorant, stupid, funny, all day, every day.
He is.
You want to catch somebody looking into the wings. All the comedians peeking out, want to see somebody. It is that doggone Tony Roberts, because you don't know what that boy finna do, because he's straight stupid. And then you got the legendary Monique headlining, and we would be there. That would be the 12th of August, Saturday night, Sanger Theater, New Orleans, Louisiana. Tickets are on sale right now. And then laying in the cut for the nephew, as you know, I keep it laying in the cut. Greenville Convention Center, that's Greenville, South Carolina, August the 19th. Tickets are on sale right now. That would be Nephew Tommy and Friends. You know what? We ought to do something in Greenville, South Carolina. Steve, you want to open up for me in Green? Just checking with him.
Hey, let me tell you something. Look, man. See, I'm getting tired of you asking me to open. You ain't got nobody follow me. I'm just tell you that right now.
I can follow you. I'm telling you, partner.
Follow me. You know where you'll be going?
I'm going to go out there and rip it. I'm going to rip it.
Easy.
All right,
Easy, boy.
The debate continues. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. The subject
You're doing
is,
good, but easy, boy.
I like taffy, but he doesn't. We'll get into that
Watch
right
yourself.
after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's Tanya Sam, host of the Money Moves podcast powered by Greenwood, financial literacy podcast where we get straight to the steps to financial stability, wealth, and abundance. And we are back for season 2 with guests like Will Packer, Rich Fresh, Annie Gonzalez, and so many more entrepreneurs and experts sharing how they are making their money move.
You know, if I look back, I mean, to be in that role at 25,
right?
Was I talented? Was I skilled? Was I capable? Absolutely. Did I have all the tools? Absolutely not.
Tune in for new episodes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to start getting your money moving.
Before I could ever walk into a room and say, give me, tens of millions of dollars to produce a girls trip, I needed to show that I could take a much smaller amount of money and be successful with that. I could raise a little bit of money and produce a little movie and then turn that little movie into a success.
Listen to season 2 of Money Moves powered by Greenwood on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
From iHeart Podcasts.
What in the hell is going on in here?
Everyone has their limits.
I'd never confronted a situation like this. I just thought it was just a really terrible, immoral thing.
A line they won't cross.
I was stunned, and I just said, no.
We're killing people.
You may never have to face that decision. When you find yourself at that line,
Thoughts racing, hearts racing.
And somebody needs to just, for once, give everybody the whole truth.
I'm like, this is evil.
and the only person who can sound the alarm is you.
I wasn't just going to sit silently by.
From iHeart Podcasts, these are the whistleblowers.
If you are disloyal,
Bad things are going to happen.
if you speak out,
Disgrace to our country.
you will pay.
He should be prosecuted.
When power corrupts, conscience is the last line of defense. I'm Miles Taylor. Listen to The Whistleblowers on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, I like taffy, but my husband doesn't. Dear Stephen Shirley, I met my husband 2 years ago, and we got married for Valentine's. We met at a nightclub, and it's a funny story how we met. He was on the dance floor with a very beautiful and curvy woman. I was dancing next to them, and the girl he was dancing with pulled me over to dance between them. She started grinding on me, and he got closer and started grinding on me too. The girl, whose name is Taffy, gave me her cell number and her driver's license. She had game, and she knew how to get me to go home with her. She told me to do a screenshot of her license and send it to my best friend so she'd know my whereabouts. That did make me more at ease about going to her house. I followed her home, and the guy, who's my husband now, was right behind me. We did bourbon shots and smoked weed, and I was feeling tingly in all the right places. I'm sure you know what happened next. We had a threesome that lasted all night, and by the next morning, I was hooked on both of them. He was one of a kind in bed, and she was my first female experience. The guy and I started dating exclusively without Taffy, but I did beg him to have Taffy join us a few times. He would not allow it, so I had to respect his wishes. He also blamed the threesome with Taffy on alcohol, but I was not drunk, and I knew exactly what I was doing. I revisited the subject of Taffy joining us for his birthday in August, and he calmly asked me not to ever bring up Taffy to him again. I knew that wasn't the right time to tell him I've been seeing Taffy since we got married. Am I supposed to stop seeing Taffy because he doesn't like her? Well, No, you're not supposed to stop seeing Taffy because he doesn't like her. You're supposed to stop seeing Taffy because you're married. And seeing Taffy means that you're having an affair, okay? That's what that means. It doesn't mean, it doesn't matter whether he likes her or not. If you're seeing her behind his back, and you are, then you're cheating on your husband with Taffy. That's what it is. You're having an affair. Your husband doesn't know you've been cheating on him since you were married. You got turned out that crazy night. You guys had the threesome. And he said he was drunk that night and he's over it, and he wants you over it too. He doesn't want you to ever bring her up again. He's not with it. Don't you see that? You're his wife now, and he is not willing to share with you, or to share you. So it boils down to this, wifey, your husband or Taffy. That's pretty much what it is. Will you leave Taffy alone for the sake of your marriage? I mean, we know you like Taffy and all that, but it doesn't, and it doesn't seem like you can let her go because you're considering telling your husband that you've been seeing her since you guys got married. So do you honestly think he's going to stick around after you tell him? Is this thing with Taffy worth losing your husband over? That's what you have to decide. Steve?
Well, I agree with you, Shirley. Couple other things I want to add. You know, the subject of this letter is I like Taffy, but my husband don't. Taffy is a code word. I know Taffy is a name girl, but what do Taffy do? What is Taffy? Taffy is chewy. Taffy is sticky. Now, y'all met at a nightclub where y'all was dancing. Now, this means you all are older, because they don't do that at clubs no more.
What do they do?
They just go to clubs and stand around. Mm-hmm. My kids, when they go to club, they ain't no dancing. They all in there taking selfies, doing shots, and standing in different sections. Ain't hardly no dancing at clubs no more. I don't know if you all noticed this, but that ain't what they do. So you all have got to be older if y'all was at a club dancing somewhere. He was dancing with a beautiful curvy woman. That's another clue that lets you know you are old. She was very beautiful and curvy. Okay, you all are grown people now. Don't nobody say that. No, young people don't use curvy.
What do they say?
Thick. They got other nasty ways of doing it that's too much for radio, but that ain't what they call them. You was dancing next to him, and the girl pulled you over and danced between them. She started grinding on me, and he got close and started grinding on me too. Then the girl, this is the part that threw me a little bit, gave you her cell number and her driver's license. Oh, well, she done this before. Because I ain't never done that, and I done gave a lot of girls my phone number. The hell am I giving you my driver's license for?
Okay.
What? This right here? Anyway, she had game, you say. She knew how to get me to go home with her. What? Cell number and driver's license? Because if that's it, I'm telling you right now, you know how many men gonna go out here and get fake license printed up? If that's all it takes. And she told me to do a screenshot of her license and send it to my best friend so she'd know my whereabouts. That did make me feel more at ease. Girl, what? You got to be crazy. How the hell it make you feel at ease? Could have been a fake license. Little girl, anyway, we'll be back. I'll tell you what else.
Yeah, hang on, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after. The subject for today's Strawberry Letter, I like Taffy, but he doesn't. We'll get back into it right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, I like Taffy, but he doesn't.
All right. So she met this couple. Met her husband. He's been married a couple of years. At a dance floor. He was dancing with this beautiful curvy woman. The woman saw her, pulled her between and started grinding on her. Husband started grinding on her. The lady gave her her cell number and her driver's license. Told him to come home. You driving home, meet with the girl. You follow home. The guy followed y'all, who is now your husband. He was right behind me. Y'all did bourbon shots and smoked weed and was feeling tingly all in the right places. Okay. Well, I'm sure you know what happened next. We had a threesome that lasted all night, and by the next morning, I was hooked on both of them. He was one of a kind in bed. She was my first female experience. The guy and I started dating exclusively without taffy. Here we go. This is what the letter's about. I like taffy, but he don't. We started dating exclusively without taffy, but I did beg him to have taffy join us a few times. He would not allow it, so I had to respect his wishes. He's always blamed the threesome with taffy on alcohol, and I was not drunk, and I knew exactly what I was doing. I revisited the subject of taffy joining us for his birthday in August. He calmly asked me, don't ever bring up taffy again to him. And I knew that wasn't the right time to tell him I've been seeing taffy since we got married. Am I supposed to stop seeing taffy because he don't like her? Well, Shirley made the obvious statement that's truly true. No, you shouldn't stop seeing taffy because taffy don't like you. You're supposed to stop seeing taffy because you was married now. But all this is out the window. Don't even worry about that. We can forget about morality here. You've accepted that this is the way you're going to do it, and this is what you're doing. So I don't, your answer, your question is, are you supposed to stop seeing taffy because he don't like her? Well, let me tell you the problem he got with taffy. He knows something about taffy you don't. Here's a word that I could use on the radio and be comfortable. Taffy is hoish.
Oh.
That's a radio
Okay,
term.
so you just went there with it, huh?
Yeah, taffy's hoish, and that's not what he wants. See, let me tell you what your problem is.
You
that your
say
husband
freaky,
slutty,
no.
kinky,
no.
Out there.
Flat out. They ain't got nothing to do with
busy,
it.
wild.
One night passing out screenshots of driver's license, getting you to go home. You ain't the first woman she took home. You ain't the last, and he know that. See, but he knows something about taffy you don't. Here's the problem your husband got. Reason he don't want to be bothered with taffy is because he trying to treat you special, and you ain't. Your husband actually think he done found something, and now he want it. Now he's blaming the relationship y'all had on alcohol, which was probably true. Y'all said y'all was doing shots and smoking weed. You knew exactly what you was doing, but you was doing shots and smoking weed too, remember? It lasted all night. You was hooked on both of them after that. He wasn't hooked on her no more. He wanted you. See, he know what Tiffany do. He done that before. Taffy. He done followed her home before. It's a trick move. He already know. So now he trying to treat you special and you ain't. The problem is he don't have what he think he got. He think he got a wife now. He done asked you not to bring her up. He done told you said for his birthday you wanted to bring up. Now you hit us with the information. I knew that wasn't the right time to tell him I've been seeing taffy since we got married. Am I supposed to stop seeing taffy because he don't like her? No. See, so this ain't about you gonna keep seeing taffy. And when he find out, you're going to lose your husband. See, you want to do what you want to do. And in this world today, we're supposed to go along with this. But that ain't cool. See, everybody wants you to accept their lifestyle. But you don't have to. Listen, folks, you don't have to accept everything you hear today. Just because somebody want to go along with it and be this and be that, they are allowed to do that. You are free to make choices as human beings. But you ain't got to like that. I ain't got to like that you like threesomes and I don't. I ain't got to like that. Now, he done married you. He no good. He don't have no idea you still kicking it with Tiffany.
Taffy.
And now, Taffy, Tiffany, whatever. What difference do it make?
Taffy is not Tiffany.
But what difference do it make? He don't want her brought up no more. And you doing her, and you want to know simply, am I supposed to stop seeing Taffy because he don't like her? What? Do you know of a married man that can ask that question to his wife? Am I supposed to stop seeing these chicks on the side because my wife don't like her?
Right.
Do you know how that What? That has no possibility of working. So how are we supposed to, I don't care what you do. Lady, listen to me. You should have never got married. See, you done found your first experience with a female. That's what you want to do. Now you want to be bi, then go be bi. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Go do you.
Bye, Taffy.
But that ain't what's it. Bye, Taffy. Buy you, buy your, everybody buy.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and on Facebook. And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Download it right now. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, it's Junior and Sports Talk right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Oh, Shirley. Oh, it's a special day today, Shirley. Oh, man, I'm going to need Pimpin. Go find Pimpin for me. Pimpin!
It don't take nothing but one word.
Wow, that was quick.
what
my man.
The pimp ain't ever far away. You know what I'm saying? The pimp is in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up, Junior? What you got?
What's happening, Pimpin, man? I don't know where you been, man, but it's that time of year, man. We back.
Ain't no sports. What I'm supposed to be on here for? You know?
Yeah, Pimpin, you back today, though, man.
Oh, my God, no baseball. I sure hope you make the announcement about Houston so I can tell you how I feel about it.
Well, Pimpin, man, we got a game tonight, Pimpin. The Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets Hall of Fame game, Pimpin.
Yeah, it's too early to care, though.
Yeah, but we got to practice.
This game is so meaningless. I don't even care. We getting close, man. I don't even fool with this thing to the regular season. I don't go preseason because some of them people ain't even going to be on the team.
No, they probably not, Pimpin, man.
No, I'm cool. I'm glad you're excited because I ain't.
Yeah. How you feel about Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets? How you feel that's going to look?
Oh, that's a nice move, fan, man. Get on up there with all them thoughts he be having, you know.
Yeah.
Take all that vaccination talk, all that on up to New York. You know, they want to hear that because they didn't want to hear it in Green Bay. Yeah. I can tell you that right now. They listen to all that in New York. He can go on up there, go to them caves and stuff. He be going on them retreats. You know, they like all that in New York. They were so sick of his ass in Green Bay, talking about him going in this cave to think about it for 3 days. Yeah. And brought your ass out that cave and left town. I could have told you that in Hawaii. Yeah. Go to the cave.
Dak Prescott said, man, he not going to throw more than 10 interceptions this season for the Dallas Cowboys. You believe that, Pimpin?
What he going to do? What, he going to hand it off? Well, that's a stupid thing to say. Why would you try to accomplish a positive with a negative?
Yeah, come on, Pimpin.
I ain't gonna throw no more than 10. So you think the 10 is all right, though? Yeah. Depend on when you throw them 10.
Yeah.
You can throw the 1 at the end of the game for the championship, and we're gonna hate your ass again.
Well, Pimpin, let me ask you this, Pimpin. Yeah. Running backs feel like they're not valued in the NFL, Pimpin. Well, talk to them about what value means. Do you have some value, Pimpin?
Hell yeah, the running back. I got the one thing everybody want. You gonna hand it to me, and here they come to get it? Man, you got to pay me or quit handing it to me. Damn it, they be mad. They be having attitude about that football. Trying to shake it loose, fumble, hit me hard, man. Damn.
All right, Junior, thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, Steve, somebody needs some social media advice. He says, I stupidly answered when my girlfriend asked how she ranked. We'll talk about it right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's Tanya Sam, host of the Money Moves podcast powered by Greenwood, financial literacy podcast where we get straight to the steps to financial stability, wealth, and abundance. And we are back for season 2 with guests like Will Packer, Rich Fresh, Annie Gonzalez, and so many more entrepreneurs and experts sharing how they are making their money move.
You know, if I look back, I mean, to be in that role at 25, right? Was I talented? Was I skilled? Was I capable? Absolutely. Did I have all the tools? Absolutely not.
Tune in for new episodes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to start getting your money moving.
Before I could ever walk into a room and say, give me, tens of millions of dollars to produce a girls trip, I needed to show that I could take a much smaller amount of money and be successful with that. I could raise a little bit of money and produce a little movie and then turn that little movie into a success.
Listen to Season 2 of Money Moves Powered by Greenwood on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
From iHeart Podcasts.
What in the hell is going on in here?
Everyone has their limits.
I'd never confronted a situation like this. I just thought it was just a really terrible, immoral thing.
A line they won't cross.
I was stunned, and I just said, no.
We're killing people.
You may never have to face that decision. When you find yourself at that line,
Thoughts racing, hearts racing.
And somebody needs to just, for once, give everybody the whole truth.
I'm like, this is evil.
and the only person who can sound the alarm is you.
I wasn't just going to sit silently by.
From iHeart Podcasts, these are the whistleblowers.
If you are disloyal,
bad things are going to happen.
If you speak out,
a disgrace to our country.
You will pay.
He should be prosecuted.
When power corrupts, conscience is the last line of defense. I'm Miles Taylor. Listen to The Whistleblowers on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is from Lance on Steve Harvey FM. Lance says, over the weekend, my girlfriend and I were going at it exceptionally well. Afterwards, she turned to me and said modestly, I've got to be one of the best you've ever been with. I looked at her, not that she's not phenomenal, but the crazy weekend I spent with the stripper is going to be tough to beat. So I actually took some time to think about it. Way too long. It turns out, and then for some stupid reason, I said, I'd put you third. Well, needless to say, the rest of the weekend didn't go well. So I want to know, how do I clean this mess up? I didn't mean to insult her, but I clearly blanked up.
Now, he's stupid.
First of all, dog, these are the lessons my father taught me about. The best lesson is a bought lesson, meaning the one you pay for. Now, you're going to pay for this one because you're stupid. Because you even said, I stupidly said.
Yeah.
See, bro, when a woman asks you how she ranked, and y'all went at it all night, and that's right there. I've got to be the best you've ever had. Girl, you ain't lying. The best I've ever had. Now, you can go in your back of your mind, well, except for that time I had that stripper. But now,
in your
that
mind.
That stripper is probably excellent because that stripper has had a lot of experience. Because she ain't just a stripper. Because that's how you got her. Because she stripped. Stripping is advertising. Not all of them, but there are some who use the stripping as advertising. And once again, not all of them, but some. And you ran into one who strips, and then for an extra price, we show you what come down off the pole. And that's what you got. Now, while you even put her in the conversation with your girl, I have no idea. But you are stupid. There is no fixing this. You can go back and say, you know what, I was just messing with you, girl. I just wanted to see what your head was. You can tell that lie and try to go from there. No, it's not going to help.
He didn't tell her the stripper part.
Yeah, I know. But what he should have did though was he got to go back and say, you know what, I was just messing with you.
Yeah. Maybe
truly the best I have had. You need to wrap that up in some flowers and something to the best I've ever had.
Okay.
And I wish I had told you the truth. I was just messing with you to see what you were saying. It was a horrible mistake. It was the best I've ever had. You got to start. You got to go down there. Or the next time, if there is a next time, you're going to have to let out some primal screams or some guttural sounds.
Like what? Like what?
Woo! Woo! Girl! What did you just do to me? You're going to have to go over the top, dog.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to have to go over the top. It's going to have to be guttural and primal.
Okay. One more time.
And after and when it's over with, you got to lay back and go to sleep with your mouth wide open. Hang your head off the edge of the bed backwards and let your mouth hang open and go to sleep, but be completely naked on top of the covers. and have your head back.
Like she wore him out.
Yeah. That's the only way you can recover.
That's the only way. Huh?
Can I hear that scream one more time? That guttural thing?
No, we're not doing that no more.
I just want to hear it. Come on.
No. Let Tommy do his. His is low.
Come on, Tommy.
No, Shirley, let's hear your scream.
See? All right, well, never mind.
Here, we scream.
Never mind. Never mind. You guys are no fun.
No, that would have been way more than fun. I'm saying,
Oh, look at the time. Look at the time. Coming up in about 20 minutes after the hour, we're going to have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. 20 minutes after the hour, right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, so Steve and Tommy, you guys know that August is National Fishing Month. All right, so we know you both love to fish. Steve, we recently saw a video of Marjorie fishing at your family ranch on the gram. So what kind of fish? Tell us about fishing. What kind of fish do you like to catch? All of that. Were you proud of Marjorie?
More of a variety than me, so go ahead, Tommy.
But I meant to tell you, I went fishing in Tampa, man. I had fun, but we was catching a fish that supposedly it ain't in season or you don't keep it. Snook. We caught some, what you call snook. And I was like, why in the hell is we catching a fish we can't keep? I need fish I can fry. I don't want nothing to throw back. We just catching and throwing it back. This is not fun. I want something I can put in my doggone cooler.
Yeah,
but I caught a lot of snook in Tampa.
Yeah. See, but you saltwater fish. You deep fish.
Right.
I don't do that. I freshwater fish only. I fish for bass. Every now and then a crappie will hit the lure. A big crappie might hit it, but I fish for bass. I hunt for them. I look for cover. I look for current change. I look for water temperature, water color. I look for lure presentation. Oh, girl, it's dead serious. Some man water.
Talking about.
I'm out here fishing and I want bass, large mouth bass. I got some hybrid fish, a hybrid striper bass in my other pond that's really aggressive. But
all right, this is fascinating. All right, coming up in 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It's time for another round of Would You Rather. Would you rather a high grade point average or be the most popular in high school? Which one? High grade point average or most popular?
Well, I wish I had the high grade point.
I ain't never had the high
grade. Yeah,
there was no chance of me having a high grade point average. Nobody would have believed it. I'd have been down at the principal's office for cheating so damn fast.
How you get this
just
day,
move on?
Good and hell well.
You got a 4.9. Boy.
Harvey,
right.
What the hell going on? What?
Would you rather look at your spouse's internet search history or would you rather know all about their past relationships?
I don't give a damn about none of them.
I don't care about neither one.
Yeah, that doesn't.
I'm here now. I don't give a damn.
That don't move the needle.
Okay, let's flip it. Would you want your spouse to see your internet search history?
I don't
know about your past relationship?
I don't care.
You can look on all my internet search.
You're going to have a lot of questions for me, but I'm...
What are you over here Googling?
I be Googling the stuff you ain't thought about. What?
I'm over here Googling how to seal a dick. That's what I'm thinking of.
Boring. All right. Would you rather have spicy food or bland food for all your meals?
Spice.
All of them?
Oh, man.
Spice.
No,
I can't do that bland.
Just bland.
You better get that spice, boy.
Not just the food.
You're going to be over there at night eating.
It's got to be low spice. I don't like real hot, spicy food.
Right.
Well, I don't want it where I can't enjoy it.
Right. It's not.
Well, yeah. All right. Would you rather be stuck for a year with someone who talks too much or someone stuck for a year with someone who talks too little?
B.
Too little.
You want someone that doesn't say much?
Hell yeah.
That'd be
talk too much. You gotta be crazy. No.
No
What's wrong
man
with
wants
talking
that.
too much?
No man wants that at all.
Talk too much? No.
Uh-huh.
Talk too little? That's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Perfect.
So you wouldn't be
Yes.
over there. What's wrong with you now? You're not talking. You wouldn't do
Hell
it.
no. Hell no.
I want
You ain't never been
everything.
concerned about nobody never saying nothing.
Don't even give a damn. Thank you, Lord.
Sit over
for
there
this
looking pretty.
peace.
Less.
Peace.
Less clothes, less talking, less. We want less.
Less is more.
Would you rather go vegan for life or give up alcohol for life?
Oh, I'm give up alcohol in the heart. I'm not finna be no damn vegan.
What?
Really? Okay.
What?
I'm not finna be no vegan. You
What's
ask-
wrong, Tommy?
I can't be no vegan.
No.
I gotta have some vegan.
All right, coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, our last break of the day, and we'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's Tanya Sam, host of the Money Moves podcast powered by Greenwood, financial literacy podcast where we get straight to the steps to financial stability, wealth, and abundance. And we are back for season 2 with guests like Will Packer, Rich Fresh, Annie Gonzalez, and so many more entrepreneurs and experts sharing how they are making their money move.
You know, if I look back, I mean, to be in that role at 25, was I talented? Was I skilled? Was I capable? Absolutely. Did I have all the tools? Absolutely not.
Tune in for new episodes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to start getting your money moving.
Before I could ever walk into a room and say, give me, tens of millions of dollars to produce a girls trip, I needed to show that I could take a much smaller amount of money and be successful with that. I could raise a little bit of money and produce a little movie and then turn that little movie into a success.
Listen to season 2 of Money Moves powered by Greenwood on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, guys, here we are. Last break of the day on this Thursday. It's been a good day, a fun day.
Yeah.
We've had fun today.
Yeah.
Steve,
Hey,
any
you know
words of
something?
wisdom to leave us with?
Yeah, in closing, I want to share something with you. I'm on a group chat with some brothers I went to school with, man. It's like 13 of us. We get together a couple times a year. And it's probably my favorite time of the year because I get to hang out with some guys and some men who knew me before all of this happened to me. And that's really been a great blessing for me, man, because I'm able to be myself around these men. I don't have to put on no pretenses. They knew me before all of this. They've seen the changes in me and they see the similarities in me. And they cool with both of them. Because I developed a saying over my life. I was who I was and I am who I am. And I'm cool with both them people. Now, I say it a little bit more graphic when I'm talking to them, but just for the radio, I was who I was, and I am who I am, and I'm cool with both them blanks. And you can put that in however you want to, but that's how I say it to myself. But we were talking the other day, and one of my partners is a pastor. And he sent me this thing called the 7 Rules of Life. And he said, man, when I listen to your show, Steve, I've heard you say all of these things at one point in time. He said, I just thought I'd send it to you. So for the first time, I have it kind of all like printed out, right? The 7 Rules of Life. And I'm going to share them with you right now because they're very, very helpful. And the pastor calls them the 7 Rules of Life, and he sent them to me. Number 1. Make peace with your past so it won't disturb your present. I think that's so important for people, man, that you stop allowing who you were and stop allowing people to come into your life to remind you of who you were when clearly you've changed and moved on. Stop allowing people to hold you to your past mistakes when God has clearly forgiven you. And move on, man. I get tired of people talking about me. I don't even worry about that no more. What you did, you left this and you walked out of here and you did this. You don't even know the story. Rule number 2, what other people think of you, and I learned this from Bishop Jakes. Number 2, what other people think of you is none of your business. And I've often said that what other people think of you is none of your business, nor should you make it yours. It ain't your business what they think of you, because it don't even matter. You'll be so much happier if you quit worrying about what other people think of you. Number 3, time heals almost everything. So give it some time. You know, people think when something happens to them, it's permanent. It's given some time. I had a friend of mine whose wife's mother passed, and he called me. He said, man, because my mom's still living, I know your mom gone. Do you have any advice for my wife? Because she want to give up. And I was going, well, first of all, would your mother want you to give up? Would all those of us who have lost our mother loved us enough where I'm sure our mother would want us to continue and live the best life we could. So you in here talking about giving up because your mama gone. Hold on, man. Give this thing some time. It's called grief. It's hard to deal with, but give it some time, because time heals almost everything if you give it time. Number 4, no one is in charge of your happiness except you. Stop giving people permission to direct your life and determine who you are. That's yours. No one is in charge of your happiness except you. Bishop Jakes told me one time, he said, it's not your job to make another person happy, nor should you make it yours. Because it's a hard job. It's an impossible job. You can't make another person happy. I've tried it before. Trust me, you can't. Number 5, don't compare your life to others. And don't judge them, because you have no idea what their journey is all about. How many times have you been judged by people about your life when they don't even know the story? Somebody asked me one time, they said, man, you always crying. Every time I see you crying. You know why I cry when I'm talking about it? Because I know the fine print. Y'all saw the headlines. I know the fine print. I know the story. I know the story behind it. I know the context that the story was in. I remember all the pain of it. I remember all the wishing it would change. And now that it's changed, sometimes it brings tears to my eyes. So don't compare your life to others, and don't judge them, because you ain't got no idea what their journey is all about. Number 6, stop thinking too much. It's all right not to know the answer. Do you know how many times you've talked yourself out of something? And the reason you talk yourself out of something because there's an answer you don't have an answer to, and because there's a question or a problem you don't have an answer to, and because you don't have an answer, it freezes you. Because I don't know how that's going to turn out, or I don't know how that's going to be. Man, stop thinking too much. It's all right not to know the answers. You ain't supposed to know what your future holds. You just supposed to live it and have the faith that it's going to be all right. Now, it's going to be some problems coming. Know that. But you ain't got to sit here and try to figure out what's wrong with tomorrow. And last but not least, the 7 rules of life: smile. Smile. You don't own all the problems in the world. Smile, because you don't own all the problems in the world. Smile, because no matter how bad it's going for you, you better believe it's going way worse for somebody else. Smile. Kirk Franklin wrote a song, you look so much better when you smile anyway. I know it's hard, but man, those are the 7 rules of life, man. I just want to share it with you. That's been a benefit to me. I've known them all, but to see them all in print in front of me meant a lot to me the other day, so I thought I'd share it with you. Y'all have a great day today. Talk to God today. Love to hear from you, okay? Y'all stay in peace. We out.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm Sridhar.
And I'm Aarti. We have spent the last 20 years building and working at some of the largest companies in the world. We worked with some remarkable people. Rob McElhenney.
When I see the people of Wrexham, I grew up exactly like them.
Check out the Aarti and Sriram Show. That is AARTHI and SRIRAM Show.
Listen to the Aarti and Sriram Show on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
From iHeart Podcasts and Nomadic Engine, the acclaimed dramatic thriller returns. Aftershock Season 2. He's like a ghost.
We had an agreement to keep each other's secrets.
None of you are making decisions to keep the rest of us safe, which leaves me.
I'm asking for your forgiveness. Aftershock Season 2, starring Sarah Wayne Callies, David Harbour, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Listen to Aftershock on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. It's Las Vegas, it's the 1990s, and it is time to find a husband.
There were 4 Jewish doctors who were felt to be eligible bachelors. One of them was Bob Berenbaum.
On paper, he was perfect, but in reality...
This guy's a wacko. He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister.
You can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran on my new podcast, Thinking Out Loud with Elvis Duran. I'll be bringing you candid and maybe sometimes a little crazy interviews with people from all walks of life. We'll touch on subjects that you just can't talk about on the radio, like life, love, success, failure, whatever else comes to mind, but all jacked up. Because after being in this business for as long as I have, I want to get to the bottom of what makes people tick. Now listen to my new podcast, Thinking Out Loud, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.